When you're striving to really push your kids to higher level thinking and to more complex, independent thought and analysis and applications, that's happening with the In2Books program, and you don't see that in the basal reader. And at first some of the parents were, oh, I don't know if I want my child to be communicating with an adult somewhere else that I can't monitor. And after explaining the safeguards that are in place with the In2Books program, how both sets of letters are read back and forth, the parents have come on board 100 times. I have parents of children who are not in my reading class coming to me saying, how can my child get in your class and participate in this program that the next door neighbor is doing? They're at home sitting in the backyard of the tree house talking to their next door neighbor about their pen pal like it's their aunt or uncle that they've known all their life. I think it's a phenomenal resource. I would probably sell cupcakes on the weekends to be able to afford the books for my kids in my class if my parents couldn't, or if our school couldn't, because I just think it's a real important program.
What I've noticed is it increases their comprehension, it increases their personal opinions, their understanding, themselves a little better, which is good. And they're relating what they're reading to the world. They're relating it to other books that they're reading, and it's wonderful. Oh, you should see their faces when they know they have a letter. Oh, we have mail. They're excited about that, and they like the books. You listen to them talk about it among themselves. Not necessarily what they say to me, but what they say to one another as students, and how they react to getting their new books and how they react to getting their letters. I've noticed that well, first of all, the test scores have scored high in the last few years since I've been involved with it. I've noticed the increase in the test scores, especially the writing test, has really improved a great deal. But I noticed that when they go to the next grade, after being exposed to the program, again, they're doing well for that particular teacher, and the teacher is saying you could tell the children in the classroom that had those previous experiences, opposed to the children that were new to the school that had never been a part of the program like that before. They're discovering things about the book, or about maybe a person that they didn't know themselves, and then they're sharing those thoughts with the children. So I think it's very genuine.
I'm noticing the kids are reading the books, rereading books more, because there's that purpose. Like especially my lower kids with the Oregon Trail. They read that book 2 and 3 times because the time allowed them to do it, and then it just increased their comprehension, because as long as your eyes on text, you're learning to read. But that rereading is so valuable, especially for the lower kids. And in other circumstances, they don't have that time to do that because they're trying to keep up with the others. So because their book was shorter, the others were still busy, and they felt comfortable going back and reading. You don't learn main idea by teaching main idea. You don't learn cause and effect by me doing worksheet after worksheet of cause and effect. And I know that tests are geared toward those questions, but kids who read a lot and write a lot, naturally pick up those skills. I think it asks more of your students, and when you ask more, you get more.